Quinteller.
Yes, Madame Quintella. And a huge portrait was hanging behind your crystal ball.
Oh, yes, and the scenery crew rigged the eyes to follow the action around so that I could keep up with what all the characters were doing and do some pretty accurate fortune-telling.
Well, with a few special effects, the goals turned Palmer Hall into one magical night.
On this magical night, dreams all come true, and love comes in view, and blooms in your sight. On this magical night, music and laughter will linger long after the new morning light. Love is hiding within shadows. Look for love and you'll find your heart. On this magical night, starlight is gleaming and lovers are dreaming and holding each other tight. Dreams all come true on this magical night.
Makes me feel young again. When hair was growing longer, skirts were growing shorter, love beads were popular, and women students could even wear pants to the cafeteria.
Fashion was a hot topic in the 60s, and the Purples picked up on it in their 1969 show.
And Beverly, I believe you helped to write that gold show of '69, didn't
Oh, I guess I did, Susan. And I never thought that I would admit this on the Palmer stage, but I thought that your show that year was just the...
Cute.
Yeah.
Good. Nice competition.
Oh, and Susan, I just love that little duet that you and Kathy Isley sang. How did that go?
you? Well, let's see. I would sing, da, 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 and she'd say, do you know how hard it is to sing a solo duet?
No, but if you hum a few bars, maybe I could...
Kathy Isley Catlin!
I bet you remember the song, don't you?
Well, we'll soon see. Think I can do it.
You get what you work for, and not a thing more.
If your mind's sorta hazy and you feel kinda lazy, just remember, it's up to you to win or lose. Anyone can sit back, relax, and let the whole world go by. But in order to get the things that you may be dreaming of, for fame, health, or wealth, you must work every day for yourself. Got it?
I hope so. You've got to start work at 8, never be late. Make up your mind, don't get behind. And if you wait, you'll get a break. It's not so hard to finally succeed if you work hard for all that you need.
Anyone can
Wax all the
see
floors, repaint the doors, beat out the rugs, kill all the bugs, sweep up the floors, lay down the walls. It's not so hard to finally succeed. Keep this in mind. Give yourself time. You must work every day for yourself.
It sure is a dark and stormy night, Gladys.
Oh, don't it just send chills up and down your spine, Jake?
Come on, guys, this will never get it.
We'll never win college night with this. We've got to come up with something better, more relevant.
With all the hot topics in the decade this year, I mean, there's got to be several hundred good ideas for a winning script.
Just look at all of you sitting around like John Denver on some Rocky Mountain high.
Everyone's just too laid back to get anything done. I wish the spirits of past college night victories would come down and pep you people up and help us out.
Well, Beverly,
Oh, let's go.
How about an epic fairy tale? We go back to the days of Lady Godiva and talk about how she started the streaking craze.
Oh, I want to do a social comment. Let's have a group of Exxon executives fighting the oil embargo by taking a group of terrorists hostage.
No, I know. A jogger falls in love with the disco queen, and the music could be really great.
The whole set could be made out of macrame.
No, let's bring the dome home on stage.
I've really got it. Let's do a takeoff on Jaws. Only we use dogs and call it Paws.
No, Roots. It can be about upper middle class white Americans, and we can call it Snoots.
Nah. How about Star Wars? A takeoff on feuding movie actresses in Hollywood?
No movie takeoff, so I've got the perfect solution. We'll do a remake of the Watergate scandal and call it Towergate. Dean Wilkinson bugs the student publication offices and the dorm rooms.
No, that's too close to reality.
Well, whatever we do, whatever it ends up being, the final script had better be perfect. You know the college night committee. There's Miss Tipton, Dr. Pritchett, Dr. Blackman, the Harvers, Dr. Middow, Miss Crew, Dr. Lightfoot, and they've all seen some pretty terrific stuff in all their years of guiding college night.
And you know who's going to scrutinize it.
Dr. Golson.
Miss Eva Golson was a professor in the English department for a number of years. We don't know when she began judging the college night production books, but her involvement went on for a long, long time. And she must have looked at those scripts with a very keen eye because this is what she had to say about one of them. Typographical errors in the Gold Book. The book was in such excellent condition that I had to be very picayunish to find anything to quarrel with. But do let me be pedantic and point out that the dative plural is needed in the Latin quotation sic semper tyrannis instead of the nominative singular. The nominative sounded very convincing, I must admit. Oh yes, Hitler's real name is incorrectly spelled. Now I don't know the correct form, and I don't intend to look it up on homecoming weekend, but I think it is Schickengruber. See page 18 of the script. Just for the record, esprit should be underlined at the bottom of page 3. I suspect that arm was omitted from a stage direction on page 6. Takes her arm. And I'm in doubt whether clamoring on page 17 is a misspelling for emphasis or by accident. If the books keep on being as good as this, I'm afraid I'll be out the job. Eva Golson.
We have got to have a great script. I want to go down to Libs after joint dress and have all the guys from the other side say, "Oh, gee, you have a great show. I know you're going to win."
Hey, look, it's these two. Maybe you could show us some of the shows from the early 70s, so give us some ideas for our script.
Okay, get ready.
Zap! When flower power bloomed in San Francisco, we were there. We followed the Yippies to Chicago.
And made the best of every cause we know.
Your generation does not care. We value love more than money or war.
You sit on your throne like the Pope in Rome.
You can put us down, but our movement will not stop.
from the 1970 Gold Show, Gentile on My Mind. But you know, Joe, it didn't stand a ghost of a chance against that purple production you directed that year. Now, about that title that we skipped over earlier.
All right, you asked for it.
Okay.
You see, the fairy godmother, at the beginning of the show, the curtain was pulled, and she came out. Wait, Susan, you didn't play the fairy godmother.
Oh, I know that.
Somebody else did.
I know Tootsie King Cole, but she couldn't be here tonight. And anyway, you know, I was in the show, and I just know all of her lines. And frankly, I always wanted to do that part.
But Susan,
But now listen, Joe, I was purple leader of 1970, and I don't want to have to order you around, but I will.
I know too well. The show was... Go ahead, Susan.
Thank you. The heir apparent with the apparent heir. Or the prince was a real sticker. Or people who wear glass slippers should not have babies. Think about it.
The show was about Cinderella and her husband, King Charming, and their son, Prince Rankin, who had a social problem.
The lords and ladies are gathered.
The finest in the land.
It's really an occasion.
The scene is very grand. But there is just one problem that no one can deny. An odor plagues the kingdom.
It cannot be subsided.
Our prince has halitosis. He's got halitosis. Oh, what a pain it is to have to hold our noses. He's got halitosis. He's got halitosis. Your presence of our prince is what we dread the mostest. The prince is actually a really nice guy, but when he comes around his pitchfork guy, boy, he's got halitosis. He's got halitosis. Limburger cheese and rotten eggs are not his grossest. Halitosis. He's got halitosis. We'd rather not encounter him at all. For this neurosis.
This neurosis.
Halitosis.
Halitosis.
Has us in a pinch. Yeah! You know, the fairy godmother from our show was not your typical beep-beep-boppity-boo godmother. She was, well, I think this song will help you understand her character just a little bit. Wait! Hildy, what are you doing here?
Darling, what are you doing?
The fairy godmother song.
Susan, you were not the fairy
I
godmother.
know that. I've already been through that with Joe.
All right, we got to get something straight.
Yeah, let's do.
I want everybody to know this, all right? The jig is up. I was originally cast as the fairy godmother.
Oh, I forgot about
It's
that.
been 19 years, 6 months,
Oh, I know.
2.5 weeks, 4 hours now. And the director and I, well, we didn't see things the same way, and so I was recast as Cinderella. Go and figure it. However, I have had 19 years plus to work on the characterization, and I think I got it.
I know.
I think I can do it just right. Now, but don't do it to me again.
Oh,
I don't think I can handle it. You know what I mean?
Come on,
Now,
Kathy.
Susan-
I have always wanted to do this part.
Susan,
Please.
I saw this coming.
You did?
You girls are versatile, right?
I think so.
And your friends,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
both singing.